little girl doesn't want to go outside. All the dogs have been having sleepovers in here with the chilly weather. And this one loves her basket. Don't you? You do. Shall we take you outside? Are you coming, or does Daddy have to carry you? Daddy, I think you might have to carry her. Or shall I carry her? You hold that. Come on, little one. Come on, little one. Ooh, and we're whittling. And we're whittling because we just got too excited. Oh. Morning whittles on Mummy. Perfect.
That's why I didn't carry her.
All my Christmases may have come at once. BT Openreach are here. And they're pulling in. They're actually pulling in. And they might be connecting the fibre. It won't be working today. We've still got quite a few steps to go through. But I have waited 4 years for this moment. And I'm very, very, very overexcited. Can you tell? Anyway, I need to get inside. I've got orders to wrap and pack and get out to the post office. So I'm going to crack on with that. But I will keep you posted. I'm so excited. This could make our life a lot easier. That was a crazy but exciting morning. So BT Openreach are fitting the outside bit today. We're going to have to wait a while for them to do the inside bit. Goodness knows when that will be, but it is a step further forward, which is so unbelievably exciting. I had my lovely friend Charlie helping me wrap and pack orders this morning. So it was a bit chaotic and we were a little bit late. Bus going past. We were a little bit late for Coco's friends. I had to sort of push them back by an hour to try and get everything done. But we are now in Chichester and the girls want to have a little bit of a shopping trip, and we are having lunch at Wagamama, which is one of Coco's favourites. So we're heading there now to try and get a table. And on my way here I called my friend Claire, who lives near Chichester, and said, Claire, we're on our way to Chichester, we're going for lunch at Wagamama, any chance you're free? And she said yes. She was doing a couple of things. She was like, I can come. So she is joining. So I've got a friend to chat to, which is really, really lovely. And then the girls can do a little bit of Christmas shopping. Coco's got a list, which is very, very sweet and organised of her. The presents for Gus, Archie, me and Simon. Anyway, you can see the sun is shining, but it is still pretty cold. I needed gloves. Actually, they're in my handbag. I need to get them out and put them on. It's my lovely friend Claire. We've talked non-stop, haven't we?
We have.
A couple of hours. The girls have been shopping. I've got a few bits. I just had to go and get some more rubber gloves in Lakeland. I got some the other day, but I stupidly bought the wrong size, and 2 big rubber gloves don't work, do they? No. And Claire knows that they're surgically attached to my hands quite a lot of the time. And then a few little bits in boots for going away, some new SPF. But it's been gorgeous chatting to this one. I met Claire via Instagram, and it's become a very, very good friend. Anyway, we're going to head back to the car. The girls are done and head home. I realised I haven't said properly welcome to Vlogmas Part 5. I can't believe we're on Part 5 already. I have got a hot cuppa. I love this mug from Alice Straker. She gave it to me as a present when she came to stay, and I love it. I think I've got mascara down here. It's been a crazy few days. So yesterday we had Gussie's carols by candlelight at his school, and it was snowing as we were driving there. And actually I will have shared that with you before I'm sitting down chatting to you now. It was such a magical evening and just lovely hearing him singing in the choir. He loves his singing. So I've also got terrible hat hair. I've just been out doing dogs and horses and goodness knows what this evening. And then this morning's excitement. of BT Openreach. I can't believe it. I honestly have waited, I think it was 4 years ago when they first mentioned that we were getting fibre in the area. So I've been very, very patient. Lola, sit down. Stop pacing around. Stop pacing around, darling. So I've been very patient. So they have fitted today the box outside and the cabling to the house. And then the next stage is they make an appointment to come into the house. Yes, I know. No, you can't see Lola. She's here saying hello to me. Yes, I know, darling. I know. So they need to make an appointment to come and do the internal part. Goodness knows when that's going to be, but it's going to be at some point, and it's very, very exciting. I think I have already told you that, but I'm repeating myself because I am. It's been a long day. So yeah, and then I've got all orders. I'm up to date with all my orders. Everything is sent, which is great. No, don't be needy. Sit and leave mummy alone. I'm chatting. I am chatting. Yes, I'm chatting. No, sorry. I'm going to ignore her, and then hopefully she'll get the message. So yeah, everything's posted. Lovely, lovely time in Chichester. Coco was with 2 of her school friends, and then I was with lovely Claire. So Claire I met, I think 3 years ago, during COVID, the start of COVID, we met, and Claire has become a really, really good friend, and she lives near Chichester. So I just rang her and said, are you free? Because we actually tried to make a plan on Saturday and Sunday to do something with her, and it wasn't happening. So that was really gorgeous to spend some time with her. And then I've just been having a bit of a sort out. So today, after Charlie helped wrapping orders, I said, are you in a hurry? And he said, no, I'm not in a hurry. And I said, do you think we can quickly move some pictures around? So you'll notice Fresh Haddocks has gone from there to here. Simon didn't even notice when he came back at lunchtime. He's now away tonight and back late tomorrow night. He didn't even notice. So I think that's a good sign that he didn't notice. And we've moved those 2 paintings over there, which I'm going to show you properly tomorrow. Tomorrow I've got a photo shoot here at the house for a couple of hours, just getting a few Christmas pics, because it's quite difficult to take pictures of yourself, and that's what I tend to do most of the time. So I've got a lovely photographer, Sophie. She's actually an art teacher at school. She is coming to take some pics, and we're going to do that. Gus breaks up on Wednesday. Actually, when you're watching this, he will have broken up. So I've got tomorrow with Coco and photo shoot, and I've also got all the presents to wrap, godchildren and my children's. So I'm going to probably try and do that this evening when they have gone to bed, and get on top of that, or tomorrow afternoon. We'll just see. Obviously there's a lot I can't do when Coco's around, so I will probably do those bits this evening when they're asleep. And actually it's probably quite a good thing that Simon is away tonight, because it means that I can just crack on and get stuff done, because a week today we will be, fingers crossed and say a prayer, in Italy, which is super, super exciting. But it does mean that I have got quite a lot to do between now and then. And I've got a catering job, so I'm a little bit scared by the amount I've got to do, but I know it will be fine. And I'm just writing lots of lists, and I'm getting organised, and I'm trying to keep on top of things. We are loving this new space, and I know I haven't shown you it properly, but I promise that I will tomorrow. I just have got to do a little bit of zhuzhing and sorting, but it's so much cozier. And there's been a few people that have popped over and said, oh, it looks really good. And I know that when we get the new sofa, it will look great, but it's going to take a little bit of time. And we also need to redecorate. We haven't painted the house since we did all the building work, which, well, Gus was in my tummy. and he's 11 and a half. So it's worn very, very well, but I know it needs a lick of paint and lots doing, but it will get done. And I think moving the furniture around has kind of spurred that on, because there are picture marks, and there's also a horrid black mark above the fire that needs sorting and all sorts. But anyway, I am going to crack on, get supper ready for the children, and just get a little bit organised. But I thought I'd better sit down and chat to you a little bit rather than me rushing like a mad thing and sort of chatting to you on the go. It's quite nice just to finally sit down today and be a little bit calmer. The madness this morning, KK actually came down this morning and said, "Oh my goodness, what's going on here?" That's how mad it was. But we have made great progress, which is key, isn't it, Lola? It's key. She's such a sweetheart. I don't think she's going to let me take this out of her mouth. She has, this is actually Florence's, but she carries it around with her. Don't you? You carry it around with you. You love it, and you've got sleepy dust in your eyes, sweetheart. You have. You're such a lovely girl. We're missing Bonnie terribly. It's very odd without her, but it is really lovely having all the dogs in the house, having a sleepover in the laundry room. I'm really enjoying it actually, because we've got kennels and they are heated, but it's just been too cold. It's been too cold, and Lola's got no one to snuggle up with in her kennel. So they are all having a sleepover in the laundry room indefinitely, which is lovely. And all being very, very well behaved, because you will get on, which is even better. 5 dogs in my laundry room. It's bonkers. Anyway, I must get supper going. I am making good progress with the wrapping. I've basically brought everything in here and I'm blitzing. I've got my laptop there and I'm actually watching YouTube videos while I do it. I've still got my apron on because I mean business, and I wear this when I mean business. That roll is done. Gus is watching. No, he's not. He's gaming next door. I've let him have a little bit of time. And I've got a box of Christmassy stamps. That's my Ask Charlie stamp. And I am going to do some stamping. So I think I've got... Have I got a Happy Christmas one? No, I think that one says Season's Greeting. I am going to use that with my red stamp. And I've just got some luggage labels. And I'm going to stamp, get it the right way around, onto my label. And I'm using these as gift tags for my godchildren. Actually, that one does say Merry Christmas. And these stamps are from the English Stamp Company, and I really, really love them. And then I've just got a Sharpie, and I'm gonna let that dry, and I will write the label and pop it on there. And I've just, this wrapping paper I got out of the attic, had it up there for ages, and I'm just gonna tie that on, a little bit of red ribbon, and that is ready to be delivered. So I am going to stop chatting to you, crack on, and get as much as I possibly can done tonight, because then I know that I'm going to be less panicky. You know, when you tick things off the list, and I think the wrapping is quite a big thing because I like to just do it in one blitz. So Gussie was delighted when I said, yep, you can go and game with your friend. Coco is upstairs, and it's just me and the dogs. I don't know if you can see them dotted around on the sofa. Who have we got in here? We've got Florence over there, we've got Penny there, we've got Tess there, Maud's in the nursery, and Lola's asleep in front of the Olga, so everybody is happy. I might even pour myself a gin and tonic because I feel like that tonight, and get blitzing. Well, good morning from the top of the muck heap. Today isn't going quite to plan because lovely Sophie, who is a photographer, I talked to you last night about her, isn't very well, so she's not coming for a photo shoot today. I was up early to do the horses and the dogs because Si's away, and the school run, but I didn't have time to muck out 2 stables, so I've just done those, and I thought, because I've got extra time, I can climb up here and start treading it down. So this is my, well, it's not daily, but actually it will probably become daily now as the muck heap is getting fuller and fuller. The horses are out there. So I'm not completely sure what today's going to look like. I have messaged dear Charlie to say, any chance you've got time today to come and take some photos? So he may or may not have time. I might have to rope Coco in to be my photographer. We will just see. But I did get a lot of wrapping done. I haven't done the boys, so I shall do that today and just actually try and get on top of stuff. I've got a catering job this weekend, and so I can get on top of that. And actually, sometimes these things happen for a reason. The pressure is off and I cannot race around. Well, I don't have to race around like a complete maniac today. So maybe that's not a bad thing. Lola's up here helping me muck out. She's such good company. It's lovely to have her up here, and the other dogs are huddled by the fire. The fire went out last night, so I lit it before I came up here, and hopefully it's warm and cozy when I get inside. But I've got quite a lot of things to finish up here: hay nets, water buckets, that kind of stuff. But I thought I'd have a little chat to you. There's also a tractor, you may have just heard him in the background, cutting hedges. Now, lovely Sue, who watches my videos, sent me a message saying that Anne Glencona has got a new book, Whatever Next, and she listened to it on Audible. I haven't actually replied to Sue's email yet because that came yesterday during the chaos of packing up, but I will reply today. And so I've downloaded that on Audible this morning and I'm listening to it now. And Anne Glencona, Lady Glencona, narrates it herself, and she's just wonderful. Her last book, Lady in Waiting, that I listened to was amazing, absolutely amazing. I was in tears through quite a lot of it actually. It's very, very moving, and so I'm enjoying listening to that. So I think I shall listen and get quite a lot done and do a few things with Coco as well because she's here, and I think she wants to do some Christmas baking, so we may do that. Anyway, I'm going to crack on with my jobs and chat to you a bit later. So I thought I would show you this space and how it is looking now. The fire is going, but you barely see it. And then we've put that painting up there. This is a sofa that I want to replace, but we will just see. And I think, let me take you around here. I think that piece of furniture actually works really well there. And then into the kitchen. And there are those 2 paintings up on the dresser there. The kitchen island. Dogs asleep with their toys. There's dear old Tess. And Penny in front of the Arga. Yes, Penny, I'm talking about you. And so we are loving this space. Let me know what you think. Do you like the changes that we've made? Have you got any ideas for us? What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. I've spent most of today huddled around the Arga. I haven't got any eye makeup on, so forgive the very, very tired looking me, but I'm actually about to go to the beautician's. Got a great girl locally for leg wax, and she's going to tint my eyelashes, so I thought there was absolutely no point in putting mascara on for her to take off. It was a waste of time, so I'm relatively barefaced, but I've got a couple of things to show you. This jumper, I treated myself. It's a little bit naughty, but I think it's very, very cozy. I'm all about cozy jumpers. I showed you in the last episode the lovely navy and cream jumper from Ivy and Rig, which is gorgeous. And this is from Freight in Lewes. I'm sure that's right. I'm saying Freight. I'm sure that's their name. and I actually bought it in Arundel, and I just thought it was a really great colour and really cosy. It's lamb's wool and lovely. But I've also got this to show you, which is from Vanessa Rose Somerset. They kindly gave me a bag in the summer, and it's got a strand on it. And I saw this on their website and I thought, oh, that looks gorgeous. Now, I've never been much of a hairband wearer. I was when I was at school, and I used to get teased really badly for wearing hairbands. So I've avoided them for years, but I just thought this navy velvet. Girls, stop it! That is Lola and Florence. They're currently in the laundry room and they don't want to be in there. But what do you think? Will you let me know your honest opinion? I mean, obviously I'm not kind of styling it up properly, but I thought it was just pretty. And I love the fact that it is navy velvet. And I actually met Vanessa in the summer, and she is such a gorgeous, lovely person. So I will leave her details linked down below. But I think this is just gorgeous. So I'm very, very thrilled with that. Now I've got something else to show you. Very, very random. Sticky labels on jam jars are an absolute to get off. So I've got a hairdryer, and let's take the lid off. If you heat them up, it's easy to come off. It's better if you do it before your label gets too destroyed. This actually was put in the dishwasher, so it's already kind of half come off. But it just softens the adhesive and it makes it much, much easier to get off. You can use lemon juice, and it's sticking to me, and you can use nail varnish remover. But if you've got like a new label, like if you've bought something, particularly I find like Home Sense and TK Maxx's labels can be a bit of a nightmare. If you literally, as soon as you've got them, hair dry them, and the labels come off easily. So that is a good hack for you. This is going to take a little bit more work to get off, and I've got these to do as well. So I'm going to crack on and do that now. And after my appointment, I'm going to go to Tesco's and get a few bits and pieces, because I need to do some cooking, because I've got this catering job at the weekend. So I will crack on and start cooking. I am back from the beauticians and ready to do a little bit of cooking. I have got red cabbage, and I'm going to start preparing my red cabbage for Saturday's catering job. And I thought I would share with you how to do it. Red cabbage is super, super easy to do, and it freezes really well. In fact, I think it's better. Yes, Lola agrees. I think it's better having been frozen. So let's get cooking. I've got my onions in there, and I'm just finely slicing my red cabbage. Ooh. I've chopped my onions. I am doubling my normal recipe. So normally it'd be 1 onion and half red cabbage, but I'm using the whole red cabbage and 3 cooking apples. So I'm just going to get my my pan out and start cooking the onions. They have made me cry as well, which is not ideal, but it's fine. I didn't have to cry badly. So some olive oil in my pan, and I'm just going to tip my onions straight in. I'm going to let those cook for just a couple of minutes, just until they start to soften before I add in the red cabbage. The onions are just softening, so in goes the red cabbage. I am using a plastic chopping board because the red cabbage stains, and I don't want to ruin my nice my nice wooden ones. So I'm just going to tip that straight in. When I do my apples, I don't have time to core them, so I literally just chop down the side of the core like this, and I'm just chopping them in to rough chunks. Lift it off. I've reduced the temperature, so it's just on a low simmer while I prepare my apples. And just add those in. And now I'm going to zest an orange, turning it all the time so I don't get any of that pith in, just taking the top layer of zest off. And then I'm going to juice my orange and add the juice in as well. Red cabbage, I think, is so scrummy, particularly at this time of year. I love making it. I'm going to be serving this on Saturday with my dauphinoise, gammon and Cumberland sauce, which is really yummy. As much as you can get done in advance, as I always say, the better. So I'm getting ahead now with that. So I'm just going to add this straight into my pot. And now I shall juice this. I'm going to add a spoon of sugar, a couple of tablespoons of red wine vinegar, some sea salt, some black pepper, and my orange juice. In that goes. I'm going to give it a good stir, and then I'm going to put it into my simmering oven of my Arga and let it simmer for probably about 40 minutes, something like that. Really scrummy and delicious and very easy to make. And popping the lid on, I'm going to need Lola to move. Lola, move. Good girl. And into the Arga. If you don't have an Arga, just simmer it gently for about 40 minutes, and then once it's cooled, you can put it into an airtight container, something like that, and freeze it. Freeze it in whatever dish. You can even put it in the dish that you're going to serve it in, and cover it in cling film. Once it's completely cool, pop it in the freezer, and then defrost it and serve it and enjoy. So I'm going to leave this episode here with my red cabbage bubbling away. I've got some more presents to wrap, but more importantly, I need to edit this so it's ready for you guys tomorrow. But thank you so much for watching. I hope that you're enjoying Vlogmas, because I'm having lots of fun filming and sharing with you what we're getting up to. Sending you lots of love, and I will see you again on Friday with the next instalment. Make sure that you have subscribed to my channel if you haven't already. I'd be really grateful if you did that. and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. And I am sending lots of love, and I will see you very, very soon.